Hi, this is Daniel DiTuro. Have you wondered if an Alaska cruise or any ocean cruise is right for you? This video shares a 7-night Alaska Inside Passage round-trip cruise from Seattle, Washington. The itinerary included stops at Ketchikan, Juneau, Icy Straight Point, and Victoria, British Columbia. The itinerary for any cruise can change at any time before or after departure. Some reasons for itinerary changes include rough seas that prevent docking or tendering, travel warnings, Mother Nature, engine performance, and port congestion. The actual time spent in port or at sea will vary depending on your itinerary. For this cruise, about 20% of the time was spent in port and 80% at sea. One of the biggest risks for any ocean cruise is illness or seasickness. There are medications to prevent seasickness, also known as motion sickness. They include prescription medications like patches and non-prescription medications that you can buy at your local pharmacy. Some cause less drowsiness than others. In addition to motion sickness, confining thousands of people to a small area increases the risk of bacterial and viral infections. Most infections involve the gastrointestinal or respiratory system. Everyone, crew and passengers, are encouraged to frequently wash or sanitize their hands. If you have a weakened immune system, talk to your doctor about precautions you can take while on a cruise. Due to icy waters, Alaska cruises are seasonal, running between April through September. The beginning of the season is usually cooler and drier. The chance of rain increases from June through September. Even without rain, you can expect high humidity and wet decks in the morning. This cruise was in August 2019. Day 1 is embarkment and departure. It's an opportunity to explore your ship, have your first meal, and relax with your favorite beverage. One advantage of cruising is unpacking and packing once. Your ship or boat is your hotel for the duration of the cruise. For this cruise, Day 2 is at sea, traveling to the first destination. Cruise ships provide dozens of onboard activities while at sea. Two popular activities include eating and drinking. There are many healthy options to prevent gaining weight while on a cruise. Unfortunately, too many people believe they get their money's worth eating less healthy foods. While there are opportunities to burn extra calories, many passengers opt for mostly sedentary activities. Day 3 brings us to our first port, Ketchikan, Alaska. While in port, there are two ways to get off and on the ship. The simplest is walking on or off the ship while docked at the pier. The second way is being tendered or shuttled between the ship and pier. For tenders, the ship anchors offshore, and boats are used to transfer passengers from ship to shore. Ketchikan is known for salmon, and this sign draws selfie takers by the thousands. There are dozens of restaurants to savor the local cuisine. There's a self-guided walking tour that includes wood carvings and totem poles. Most totem poles are reproductions. Carved from tree trunks, totem poles have a finite life depending on weather conditions. If you have extra money burning a hole in your pocket, there are plenty of jewelry stores around town. You can spend your time at port strolling around town, taking a shore excursion, or relaxing in the ship's lounge. Day 4 brought us to Juneau, the state capital of Alaska, a bustling metropolis with a population exceeding 30,000. A popular attraction is the Mendenhall Glacier. Most Alaska cruises offer a variety of excursions to the glacier. There are also opportunities to walk, hike, and explore the area. You may even encounter one of Alaska's native inhabitants. Day 4 of this cruise also included sea ice and glaciers. How much sea ice and the number of glaciers you'll see depends on your ship's itinerary and the time of year. There's less sea ice cruising later in the season. Day 5 brought us to Icy Straight Point, located 35 miles west of Juneau. There's one pier for docking and a short walk to the village. The other option is being tendered from ship to shore. In addition to being non-smoking, there are no bars or jewelry stores. There's a restored cannery and several restaurants serving fresh seafood. Several hiking trails provide opportunities to explore and encounter native wildlife. If you look carefully, you may encounter bald eagles or a native Alaskan bear or two. For your safety, follow the instructions on the signs in the area. If you're not into hiking, Icy Straight Point offers a 5,300-foot-long zip line. Depending on the amount of time in port, you may have time to go on a whale watching excursion. Or you may find a whale or two are watching your ship. Leaving Icy Straight Point, Day 6 is at sea. You can spend the day repeating your activities from Day 2 or try new ones. You can do as little or as much as you want on board ship. Some people avoid cruises, fearing they will gain weight. Food is available 24/7 on board most ships, so there are plenty of opportunities to pack on a few extra pounds. To prevent weight gain, there are common sense rules that apply aboard ship as well as at home. They include limiting high-calorie density, low-nutrition foods, limiting the size and number of desserts, and drinking water, coffee, or tea instead of alcoholic beverages. The advantage of eating dinner in the main dining room as opposed to the cafeteria are smaller portion sizes, but there are disadvantages like limited selection, unlimited complimentary breads, and high-calorie alcoholic beverages. The final port before reaching Seattle is Victoria, British Columbia. All previous ports were within the United States. A U.S. passport is required to visit Victoria, located at the southern end of Vancouver Island, and is the capital of British Columbia, Canada. You can explore Victoria on your own, or take a shore excursion of downtown, including Chinatown. Some excursions include Butchart Gardens and or Craignarroch Castle. Butchart Gardens is a former limestone quarry converted to a colorful botanical garden. The garden is a popular destination with over 1 million visitors a year. It's open rain or shine, and complimentary umbrellas are available for visitors. Its famous sunken garden is an example of how a barren pit can be transformed into a colorful garden. The garden is accessible for people with disabilities. Craignarroch Castle was a 19th century residence of coal baron Robert Dunsmuir. It is believed to have cost around $500,000, about $15 million in 2020 US dollars. The castle is over 25,000 square feet and has 39 rooms. It's 4 stories high and has no elevator, so it's not recommended for people who cannot climb or descend stairs. The castle is an example of opulent life in the late 19th, early 20th century. A variety of foods and rich desserts were only available to wealthy members of society. This Alaska cruise ends on day 8 with disembarkment. Passengers with early flights are allowed off the ship first. Passengers with late afternoon flights can go on a Seattle City tour. Some Seattle City tours end at the airport, reducing your flight wait time. A popular stop on the tour is the Space Needle, built for the 1962 Seattle World's Fair. The Space Needle is 600 feet high, with the observation floor at 518 feet. The history of the Space Needle and World's Fair is presented as you make your way to the elevators. The elevator ride provides a preview of Seattle as you ascend and descend. At the top, you have a 360-degree view of the Seattle area. If you're not afraid of heights, you can walk out onto the glass floor. This excursion stopped at Seattle's Pike Place Market for lunch and shopping before dropping passengers off at the airport. The market has been in operation since 1907. The market has a variety of fresh fruits and vegetables, including produce rarely found in supermarkets. There's also a wide variety of fresh seafood and fresh baked breads, cookies, cakes, and pastries. That concludes this Alaska Ocean Cruise. Please leave a comment if you have any questions about this video. Thank you for watching.